Alright, figured I'd just show off where we're at the moment. So got the brush guard in and got it mostly mounted. I still have to pull it off, drill 2 more holes, and then that should be good to go. But yeah, that was custom fabricated. So yeah, I got that in. Got the antennas up and mounted. So those are doing all right. Got new door. I say new door. This was the door pulled off the 91. So it is now mounted. I got to finish pulling all the cables back through, and it should be good to go. And hey, look at that, brush guards. Sweet. Love some brush guards. Those came out great. So I've still got a little bit more mounting work to do on those for their permanent homes. My riv nut tool broke on the first riv nut I put in there. So yay, new one should be here tomorrow, so I can get rolling with that and go from there. So, but yeah, still doing a lot of cleanup on it. Just trying to get stuff prepped. I think I'm getting pretty close to pulling the bumpers and the rims and taking those in for powder coating. So that should be rather nice. And then obviously I've got a bit of work to do down here with the rust. You can see the Sharpie marks that I've already made there for fitment of the replacement panels. So that should be nice. And yeah, this thing's in dire need of a car wash already. So we'll give it a hose down before we start sanding on everything. But yeah, just doing some test fits, you know, making sure things will kind of go together, you know, as expected. Let's see, I do have, let me see if I can get it out here. Here we go. Got the track sensor that will go right about there. I've still got to do a little bit of fabricating for the mounts for that. We'll do something that'll clip on to the license plate holder there and hopefully hold things up securely. So I've got that going, and I'll toss that to the side. And then working through on how to mount the camera. Looking at this, the mount was designed. I haven't quite figured out whether if it's meant to hold the camera, you know, on the, you know, from the top. It does fit nicely upside down. So if it's meant to hold it from the top, I'll have to do some adjustments on it, probably bend this up, which would make sense. It'd get a slightly better angle on the camera, because right now it's pointed down at a pretty severe angle. If I were to bend that up a ways, almost not quite flat, but that should, I think, get it enough to clear. I've got a little bit of that sticking out the back, but then again, this isn't a functional camera for what we're doing, so I could just trim that piece off and just unplug it, cut it, and, you know, glue the cable back there, and it should be good to go. Almost hate to do that because that's a brand new Sanyo. It had never been out of the box whenever I got it, so it's a nice, fresh camera that's going to be mounted on the front bumper. But, you know, it'll be nice and fresh and look delightful for what we've got going on here. So, yeah, I'll be pulling the brush guard back off shortly, so that way I can drill the holes. Let's see if we can see peeking down. Yeah, right in here. You got to drill those holes out, so that way that'll mount there. And once that's done, pull off all the plastics, top and bottom, then pull the bumper, take that in, have it powder coated. I'll have the yellow matched to my yellow paint matched to the yellow powder coat, so that way things will match. I'll have some spray mixed up so that way I can paint this and this, no problem. And then my actual vehicle paint, you know, for doing the fades and all that, will be mixed to match that as well. So got my little cards picked out for that. Got a box of new headlights and everything in there, so I don't have to worry about all that crud. So the headlights will be nice and fresh, and hopefully it'll be looking good. I can start making a little bit more progress. Need to figure out how to go about getting this out and get the mount for that light put in, but you know, it shouldn't be too terrible. Just being a little creative with it. And yeah, I got, using the inside as a ton of storage at the moment. You know, just as everything's coming apart and hopefully going to go back together. Got the dash and center console stored inside. Bubble dome is stored away at the moment. Really, for the exterior, once I get the roof box, that's gonna be close to it. Roof box and the front brush guard fog lights and running boards. Yeah, dadgum running boards, but we'll get to that when we get there. Get those parts, and yeah, get the rust repaired, a little bit of paint, she'll be well on her way.